Hello, I am Alberto Cervantes Rodriguez. I am the creator of the ERP technology and business database technology that is used only by SAP and Oracle worldwide. These companies, as my technology at the Mexican oil company Pemex, I requested to the Mexican government to give me a copy of the agreement between Oracle and Pemex and SAP and Pemex, and they couldn't find it. This smells really, really fishy, and it's because they use bottom-up technology, the ERP technology and business database technology, to put in bankruptcy all the Mexican government companies that belong to the Mexican citizens. They were protected, of course, by the skull bonds in Mexico, like Cedillo, Portari, and others, but as well with Carlos Slim, with Margarita Zavala, with this fraudulent company of Hildebrando, that is part of the Zavalas, Felipe Calderon and others. Even the Secretaría de Hacienda y Crédito Público has been covering up all this situation for more than 20 years. It's incredible, okay? Today they want to do the same with the US companies. Do we move to China or we move to Mexico where they are bankrupted using even the Mexican Illuminati military, as well as Illuminati universities like TESEN, IPADE, Iberoamericana, ANAHUAC, and others. So these guys working together, they put in bankruptcy the US companies, and after they are moved as well to China. Has all the partners, a lot of small Indian origin IT companies, mainly registered in Texas, North Carolina, New York City, State of Michigan, State of California, with the help of the skull bonds to do this accounting and fiscal fraud and to destroy the United States and be replaced by China, Israel, and Switzerland. Okay, they are using Indian origin IT consultants with less education than a US bachelor degree. They might have like a high school, and they are infiltrating the big corporates, the government, and the the government and the military with fake resumes, fake experience, fake education, fake credentials, fake working visa. They are using a student visa to infiltrate and to destroy us. So this is incredible that is happening because they don't have the level of that is required in this kind of business processes in government and in companies. So at the end of the day, they are totally destroying us. Okay, using Babylon black box, no science and technology. As well as all their clients, we know that there are banks that they are manipulating totally the economy. They define percentage to destroy any country they want. Today they are focusing United States to be replaced by China, Israel, and Switzerland. As I told you before in previous programs, all the data and processes are totally incorrect because they didn't use science and technology and industrial engineering. Something happened in the 9/11 that we used to use industrial engineering and science and technology, and it was replaced by a Babylon black boss, Indian, Chinese, of course, than basically using basic arithmetic, okay? So they are not using anymore whatever mathematical approach necessary in business. That is not, in most of the cases, is not basic arithmetic. And but these Indians, these Chinese, they need only that to continue with this Babylon black boss that has been stolen all our tax money and stealing our money using this accounting and fiscal frauds. They have done it since Babylon or before. Okay, so this is the first time that I encounter a technology, my ERP technology and my business database technology, and they might be in jail. I don't know why the governments are protecting them because, well, we know that these guys are part of the elites, and And of course, they are part of this stealing money. Okay, but everything is going to change pretty soon because that's impossible that they continue working in this way. And you can check that if you're going to your hospital, clinic, and health center. Then the doctors and nurses of this Illuminati, of these pharmaceutical companies, they don't have a clue, even in a basic autopsy, to define if someone is dead by natural causes or someone is murdered using nanotechnology, implants, MK Ultra, and other devices. Then these devices, they have US patents already. They are killing a lot of people according with the population agenda to kill more than 95% of the entire population worldwide. As the father of industrial engineering and ergonomics, has a science, after creating the ERP technology and business database technology, I recommend to use immediately industrial engineers with ergonomic background. It's necessary to replace all these doctors or these nurses because they are killing us. Okay, they don't know, they don't have a clue what we are living right now in this period of time, and the leads are slaughtering on us. Okay, because of all the situation, all the presidents, all the CEOs, including Mr. Trump, are considered right now like satanic, diabolic, psychopaths, pedophiles, homosexuals. These implants change their sexual behavior, and as well they control their basic necessities like poop and pee. So you can imagine the situation going to public events with diapers. They control everything. Okay. Today we're going to talk about the doctors and nurses of these secret societies of the Illuminati and others, and how they are working really, okay, to kill us as part of these magics. Well, my experience is so vast right now because they killed my one of my brothers, Gabriel, and he was going to the East, that is a Mexican institution for government employees, and he was killed there. He was several years, and really, her health was getting worse and worse, going with this kind of doctors. It's incredible. I had the alternative when I needed to do it aleatory, so I didn't go to to a specific doctor, but to go to several, using some pharmacies in Mexico than they have doctors. Okay, so but they don't have a clue about what is happening really. They only can can infer than than they have done some kind of testing to you doing these implants, but they don't have a clue how to solve it. Okay, so it seems that the Eastern doctors coming from China, coming from India, and these countries, they know better what is the situation than the Western doctors. So I recommend to if you have the opportunity to contact a Russian doctor, Chinese doctor, Indian doctor with good ethic, they might give you a better solution than the Western doctors. Then some of them are hiding all these situations, and others maybe they don't even know. And when they know and they talk to the media or whatever, they are killed. Okay, so that's the real situation. Identifying the Hospital Español in Mexico City, for example, and they are internal guys of mafias working inside the hospitals. So if you are attacked by the Matrix, they're going to do it even if you are sick to make sure that they kill you. Okay, or even then you might be disabled part of your life because of the control of these doctors and nurses. So as you can see, this is really critical because we don't have any protection uh, against this Illuminati magics. It's incredible. Same situation is happening with my mother-in-law and my wife. Then they have been attacked rudely by these guys, even in the in our house. Okay, and totally my mother-in-law in these 4 years is totally disabled. Okay, incredible. And this is the most recent kid attempting or killing my family members. Okay, there have been before other cases. I have done videos about that, but this situation has to be explained totally to, to all of us because it seems that there are only few persons that are surviving all these attacks, and that's my case, and that's why I'm doing these videos. So in the case of for example my wife, basically they try to have it disabled and pass to some kind of surgery like my brother Gabriel. Difficult surgeries. They are destroying internal organs. Okay. Even if you have nanotechnology, the diagnostics of the regular medicine it might not work. Okay, so they pass you to go to complicated surgeries, and after they find out that you are that you are okay for not having any surgery, but they already did the surgery, and it is affecting you, and of course it's reducing the protection, the regular protection that you have in your body, and that's worse because you are right now with less protections, and the electromagnetic attack continues because you have the implants, okay? And this nanotechnology, in other case MK Ultra and others, it's incredible, okay? What they are doing, and finally they're going to kill you, okay? Slowly, but they're going to do it. And they hide all this situation like a death for natural reason, but it's not. It's murder. But these guys are expertise doing that. They that's the way to make the fraud in life insurance mainly, health insurance and others. So they keep the people sick. And these pharmaceutical companies, these elites are earning a lot of money. You can imagine how many people. This is a mass attack. So they are attacking many people. Most of them they don't know, they don't have clue of what is happening in the matrix today. But I can tell you that in fact this is really really common because of the amount of gun stalkers that I think that maybe 20% of the entire population that are exactly in the areas that are painful for us, like hospitals, neighbors near our houses, etc. It's incredible. So it is important to identify all these situations because at the end of the day, you have to expose all this situation to put in jail all these doctors, all these nurses that are even prescribing the wrong medicine. They have your medical testing, they have your medical records, and they are given to the matrix to attack you more easily and to look like if you died, you can die by natural causes totally, and they hide this all the situation, and that's why it's a fraud against the health insurances, the life insurances. Then at the end of the day, increase the cost of these insurances. And who is winning? Basically, the insurance company, the pharmaceutical companies, the doctors, the nurses, and they are the one as part of the matrix, part of these secret societies. It is important that you identify that and start fighting legally, exposing them with names and others. In the case of the doctors of my mother-in-law and wife, starting in Nashville, Tennessee, and right now in San Antonio, Texas, they might be exposed. Then these guys have been killing my wife and my mother-in-law slowly to look like natural causes. In spite that I have been doing a lot of videos, they don't stop. So we have to continue exposing these guys because these guys are working to kill everybody. That's a mass slaughtering of us. Thank you very much for listening me. I hope that you like this program. Make click in like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my video. Thank you very much. God bless you.